Welcome to Verbal Big Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. I'd like to welcome you all to the show. I'm your host, Cold Black, meaning that the state of the universe before the Creator put the sun in the sky. I'd like to give a shout out to sponsors, Johnson the Cook. Go on Instagram, check out Johnson the Cook. Get you some of that good food. Eating Clothing Co. High frequency performance gear. It don't stop, but we want to get into the universe, space, and time. Real brief. I was reading the Theology of Time by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I'm going off of memory. I'm driving right now, and I'm pretty sure if I make a mistake, someone will send me a message and correct me. But Honorable Elijah Muhammad stated that time began when God created himself out of a single atom of water. Prior to that, there was no time. Because when he created himself out of that single atom of water, it created motion, and by that motion created time. Now, no one was teaching this other than the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And he stated that he got his knowledge from God in person, Master Muhammad. But the knowledge is so profound. He goes on to say that if you are standing still, or if you're not being productive, then you're not creating time. So that means that if you're not creating time, and this is me speaking here, if you're not creating time, then how are you justifying your existence on the planet Earth? If you're wasting time. Why? Because the first creator, the God, created us with room to grow out of knowledge and out of perfection. Meaning, what's here today, some things is proof of an advancement by man. And I'm talking about prior to 6,000 years ago. What's here today is it's built on top of what was created beyond 6,000 years ago. But the foundation. Then the Honorable Elijah Muhammad goes into, we as black people, after being in slavery for 400 years, we was reduced down to zero or nothing, meaning we wasn't producing for ourselves at the time, and our knowledge was stripped, not being able to read or write. So that was the goal of the slave master, was to keep us stagnated, but only use us for labor and build his world. But something happened. July 4th, 1930. One came with the knowledge and connected himself to the zero, which made the zero valuable. Because now, what once was considered a zero, now it has power. Now that one next to that zero, and that zero is now creating or channeling thoughts or creating time or producing something today that will be unleashed in time, meaning a new world, but not the new world order in which some others are speaking upon. Not that. We're talking about a new world, meaning a new way of thinking. Meaning what was once considered nothing at all. So what was considered nothing is something when that one came and stood beside it and gave it knowledge. Now, what was nothing it has been marinating for 400 years. Now it's taking action and moving forward and creating something that those who considered him to be nothing, it's causing them to get upset, get worried. Because they're saying, what will our future look like if that one who once knew nothing now knows, and creating out of that mindset is that one including them in his new creation of thought. What and will and what is he shaping the world to be? Out of a new thought with new knowledge and a new sense of vigor and motivation. What is he creating? So now, the enemy or the one who caused that one to be in bondage and considered nothing for over 400 years, the enemy is starting to think like, wow, we can't go back and change history or the past. It's been 400 years and we still don't show these people any love or any respect. I mean, you just heard your president relate to football players who don't stand for the national anthem, sons of bitches. Basically what he translated streetwise, he meant the owner should say, nigga, if you don't stand for this national anthem, get your black ass off my field. Then they tried to change the narrative and say, well, yeah, the football ratings or viewership is down due to people not watching because they tired of seeing people disrespecting the flag. First of all, white supremacists never watched football after they start bringing in black quarterbacks. They tuned it out. And the reason viewership is down is because minorities are tired of the racists, and so they turned their back on football and stopped watching it. It wasn't due, the viewership is not due to any of the Trump's base. The reason why it's a decline in viewership. Because Trump's base been stopped watching the NFL a long time ago. The minorities is what's been keeping, the so-called minorities, is what's been keeping viewership up in the NFL, and that's the blacks, Hispanics, and the Asians, and some whites. So yeah, don't get it twisted. But the thing about it is, they feel as though, see, you can't believe that the mindset that blacks once had in Jim Crow, the Jim Crow South, and the black codes, and that we were slow to think, slow to move. All that changed July 4th, 1930. So you're not dealing with that old scratch your head and scratch your behind Negro. Those days are gone. You so out of touch, you still think you dealing with a slave, that all blacks are slave-minded Negroes. Those days are out of here. Like I said, and once again, after July 4th, 1930, the knowledge was born. And it's been on ever since as far as the proper way of thinking. So to recap, motion creates time. And this comes from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad from the Theology of Time. If you're not creating motion, you're not creating time. Burrow Creek Radio, we're out.